Let's continue on with our work about avatars always having hands for yourself and for others' view of you. Now, I posed a question in the last video. When recreating or disposing and recreating hands, which happens when you go into XR and leaving XR, what happens if we're holding something at the same time? And my question here is, do we really need to keep disposing and recreating the hands? Maybe not. That would avoid this problem. It just continues to hold on to what it's holding on to. And so let's try to make this change, that we look for it and then we don't need to dispose of it. What are the situations? So we can go into XR. Let's see. So the real issue is whether it's parented or not, right? Going into XR, if the hands have parent, then unparent them, and leaving XR, you need to parent them. Creating them initially, we will parent them. Okay, let's take a look at this. So let's look at going into XR. We know that this happens at the XR grip manager. And here is the mesh name. In fact, we will look for this mesh. If found mesh, here it's disposing it. Found mesh, and then we're just creating it again from scratch. Create palm, it becomes this palm mesh. So we're assigning this. That's interesting. This box that's being created, is it the same width that we're creating for in the utility function? Let's see. Copy this. Take a look at the avatar utils when we're creating the hand. Certainly not. Find, create avatar hand. We should make it the same size. This will make it the same size. Okay. Yeah, let's just look for it. XR grip manager, let's look for it. So let's import the utility function for find or create the palm mesh. So this palm mesh equal find or create avatar hand from avatar utils. Here is this member ID. This member ID, the handedness, this hand, the position and rotation of the hand, which in the beginning, do we have one? Position, rotation, position. And the scene. Okay, so the position is some vector and the rotation is some vector, and the position shall be this, it looks like. So if we're left, okay, so let position equal copy, paste, let's say const position. If this hand is left, then we'll say it is simply this. Otherwise, it is this. All right, okay. So we're not gonna do this. Actually, we need to find it. We need to find it first. Okay, so we're not gonna do this. So first we're gonna find it. So find avatar hand, given this member ID and this hand and this scene. And by all accounts, it should have it. I don't think it would be a case where you don't find it. Find avatar hand. So this is the, you will find it. This palm mesh is that. You need to set it to a new position. Oh no, you need to see if it has a parent. So if this palm mesh parent not equal to null, then this palm mesh parent equal null. Actually, you don't need to check if it has, just always set it to null. This will unparent it. And then you can set the position. So palm mesh bounding box is true. Subscription callback input source. Okay, you're allowing this to have a callback. Maybe we can do something else with this by saying that hand was created or something. And palm on dispose, subscription unsubscribe. I don't know what we subscribe to. Palm mesh visibility, then the position becomes this, and the rotation becomes this, and then the palm mesh parent becomes the input source grip. Ooh. Well, okay. So that just unparents it, and we don't go about destroying the hand. Then let's say we exit XR. So in the scene manager, if we're exiting XR, we're going to create inline hands, and we don't need to remove them. We will find or create them at our face. So we'll find them, definitely find them. We need to unparent them first. If we find them, we need to unparent them. If found, unparent. Then reparent, right? Let left equal find avatar hand, this member, and left this scene. If left, then left parent equal null. And do the same for the right. If there's a left. If otherwise, else, make the parent, which is left equal create avatar. So can we just create avatar hand? Do we have a utility to that? Find or create. Export const create avatar hand. Takes the member ID, the hand, position, rotation, I assume. And we'll just do this. Let mesh equals this with the mesh name of this. And then we will return the mesh. And so this we can say, if there is no mesh, then say create avatar hand, passing a member ID, hand, and pause, rot, and scene. And then you don't need this guy. And here we can use create avatar hand, create avatar hand, this member ID, left, and then this scene, or pause rot. In the pause rot, it will be this. And this scene. If you do find a hand, unparent it, and then send the position left position equals this. And then save it, right? I mean, parent it. So we'll find the existing hand if it has one. If you find it, unparent it, copy it into this position, unset any rotation, why do we need to take off the parent? Because they both have parents. So one, we just need a way to clear the position and rotation. Is there a way to do that? Babylon, clear rotation. I think you just set it all to 0, right? How about maybe just on utilities, under utils, not this one. Given a mesh, we'll just say that the mesh dot position copy from floats will be 0, 0, 0, and mesh rotation quaternion copy from floats will be 0, 0, 0, 1. I believe this unsets your position and rotation. So if you find a hand exists, change the parent, but first unparent it, then left, we'll say unset position rotation for the left, and then alright, so then unset it and now reset it. So left parent equals left parent equals this free camera. Do we even need to do this? Maybe not. Otherwise, you can create the avatar hand at this position rotation, and then you're done. Parent it. So either way, parent it to this. So if you found it, unset it, say unset in left position. Copy from floats needs to be over to the left, like so. That should do one side, and visibility. Now you do the right side. That should create our initial, and we can call this every time we exit. We'll just find it, see if it works. Okay, we have the ghost hands. And we can enter immersive XR. There's our hands over there. And if we exit immersive, here's our hands again. And into immersive. And looks like it cleans up after itself. I mean, and then I go back to here, and it's back. Okay, what other states do I need to worry about? Entering into XR, exiting into XR, the initial creation state. So locally that works for us. What about for the person looking at us? When we create an avatar for somebody when they're entering, we should create their hands too. So let's see what it looks like now first. So Chrome. For us, the hands are just in front of our face here. If we bring in Firefox, that person's in the space already. The second person joins the space. And I don't believe we'll draw any hands for either person. Yeah, this person has no hands, and if we turn around and look at where we came from, I don't even see this person. Where are we? Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. Where are you? Looking here, looking. Oh, there we are. Okay, yeah, no hands. So let's see the signal that we get when somebody enters a space. the member entered is to find or create an avatar. And so maybe we need to modify this function here. This find or create avatar looks for the avatar, and if there is no mesh, it will create the box mesh. And we could also create the hands. Now, what's interesting is that if we only create the boxes, then when we get the movement and there are hands, then we should move the hands independently. But if they're not hands, then we should still find those hands and move them side by side. Let me give this some more thought. So we have made a small upgrade in that we're not creating and deleting the hands. We're just, from our perspective, we're just reusing the hands that we already have. But we need to have a solution. So next, have a solution for our avatar presence for others. When do we create the hands? Are they parented always, or do they move independently? Question: can we send movement data that's like absolute, right? It's not nothing to do. It's not really parented to your avatar, or is it? Can we send hand data that is relative to avatar local space? That's a good question. All right, we'll take a break here.